You're getting the authentic sounds of Mark's Midtown Coney Island.
That's right.
Since 1985.
Yeah, that's been a while.
Yeah.
3 years longer than I have been a person. Yeah.
Nice. So welcome back to Nerds, Nerds, and More Nerds.
Yeah.
We're here at this Coney Island, and we are talking about whatever we want to.
Whatever we want.
Wait, for those of you in the country that don't know what a Coney Island is, it's a restaurant.
With food at it, you know?
And they sell, what do they sell? What's their big spiel?
Food.
Coney Islands.
What are those?
Also stuff.
They're hot dogs covered with chili and mustard and onions.
All right.
Nice.
Delicious.
They're the best thing ever. In other words.
Yeah, well, Coney Island's not everywhere, you know, so I figured.
Right, exactly. Yeah, it's only in Michigan.
Not just in Michigan, but like it's like northeast. You're like anywhere else they don't have it.
Where else is it?
Like, well, you
It
know,
started in Michigan.
Coney Island. Like actual Coney Island. That's
Look it up on Wikipedia.
I'm pretty sure it started in Michigan.
We'll fact check it.
Restaurant chain.
We'll fact check it.
Yeah,
May
we'll
have
fact
started.
check
Could be, yeah, we're gonna look this up, folks.
Yeah.
Rest assured.
Definitely.
So this podcast is about Persona 5. Oh man, I don't know. Oh, let's you know what? All right, friends. How about we do another Nerds Recommend?
Okay.
That'd be pretty fun.
Yeah,
Because I've been
definitely.
thinking about a couple things.
Something we haven't.
Something that you haven't.
Okay.
You have not.
It's a good
Have
time
it.
then.
Yeah. Do you guys have any particular recommendations that you'd like to make for us and the viewers?
My recommendation. Okay, have either of you seen The Incredibles 2?
I have not.
I would like to recommend that movie.
Tell us about it
So,
without spoiling it.
it's a cartoon animated movie. Not computer
Similar
generated.
to similar to The Incredibles 1.
Exactly. Very similar to The Incredibles 1. It actually picks up right where it ended, which is very interesting.
Because tons of years have happened.
And the story kind of goes instead of them like being superheroes and then getting in some sort of lawsuit to like have no more superheroes or superheroes are illegal, they're trying to make that not happen.
Okay.
Right? So they're trying to get back to their original superhero things.
Yeah.
Right? So, yeah, that's about it.
That's sweet.
It's really cool.
It's in theaters right now, right?
It is in theaters, yes.
And it features other superheroes.
It does.
Very
One of them being Frozone, which is played by Samuel L. Jackson.
I know that guy. Yeah.
He was also in the first one.
Or I should say I know of that man.
Right.
Yeah. Never met him.
Yeah. It was really cool.
Okay. It was a good movie.
Oh yeah, absolutely. They include the baby more in this one.
Who? The baby.
Baby.
Oh, the baby.
Yeah. It's really cool. Jack. He's a jack of all trades.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's very good. Very good.
Oh yes.
Of all powers.
Yeah, basically. Yeah.
Isn't that interesting that a baby has all of the powers?
Yeah.
And
Well,
then,
that's how it is until you turn 12 or 13. You know?
that's how it
Your
is.
balls drop and then
And then you lose all your powers.
you lose all your powers.
Where'd they go?
No, yeah, that is interesting though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of development there.
that one. Very nice. Are you ready?
Yes, I am. Are you guys ready?
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna get just an order of French fries.
That's it?
Yeah, that's it. Trying to watch my figure.
I'll have
Just eight.
semi-side up eggs.
That's a good choice. There's 0 points on it.
And I'd also like bacon, just a full order of bacon.
That it?
Yes.
Could I actually add 2 scrambled eggs to my order as well? Fantastic. There's 0 points. I didn't even think about it.
I'm gonna have the number 8.
Or take that.
I'll have the eggs sunny side up, and I'll have it with bacon. And could I add sausage? Like
Side of sausage?
Yep. And I would like to add toast as well.
You want pancakes or French toast?
Pancakes. Thank you.
Oh, big meal for this guy.
All right.
Hey guys, I was up really late last night.
How late?
Like
I could tell you were late getting into the house.
like 4:30 in the morning. Like 5 o'clock.
What?
He was.
Why were you up that
He was
late?
playing Persona 5. I know it. Thank you.
I met a female person.
Oh, a female person.
Whoa, you met a
Yeah.
female person?
Do you want to tell the?
You want to tell the
Hey,
podcast?
podcast.
Do you want to nerd recommend person?
Nerds, I highly recommend you meet a woman.
And if you are a woman,
And if you are a woman, you can also meet a
The
woman
same
if
is
you'd
true.
like to. But you can also meet a man, you know, if you want. We don't
a
judge
person.
or
A
anything.
person. A person.
whatever will float your boat.
Yeah.
So what is this woman you've met?
She's a friend of a coworker. Like,
Okay.
Yeah.
more specifically, the good friend of a coworker's significant other.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
And super cool chick, man. We're just talking and getting to know each other. So, it's a good time.
That's a good time.
Nice. And you stayed out until 4:30 in the morning just talking.
Yeah.
Wow. That's like as lame as you talk to me.
Yeah.
That must
Dude.
mean that she has something in common with you.
She's pretty cool people. I will say that.
Wow.
Very
dude.
good.
Yeah, that's on the record.
It's on the record.
It's on the record
Very
officially.
good. Well, I'm happy to hear that.
Yes.
Awesome. High five, dude. Awesome.
All right.
Also have
Very
that.
good. What do you recommend? What's that thing you recommend? If you want, I can go first, and you can think about it.
Well, I can make this brief because at the moment I haven't been delving into anything new or interesting yet, and I guess there's been sort of a yearning for that. So I'm open to suggestions.
Your suggestions.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm open to hear what you guys have to say.
Okay. What I was going to say is another thing that's from many moons ago. Many moons, actually, before I was born. By 2 years. 1986. 1986. So just shy of how long Mark's Midtown Coney Island has been in business. Yeah, it's a long time ago. A long time ago.
A mere year after that.
Yes. So I've got to recommend Transformers the movie, the animated movie, not the Michael Bay. No.
Yeah.
If Shia LaBeouf or Mark Wahlberg are in it, just go someplace else.
You got the wrong movie.
Yeah, that's the wrong movie. This is the animated movie from 1986, and
Wait, there was a re-release, wasn't there, or a remaster or something?
there have been a couple. Yeah, they have been. They have.
But
been.
I mean, like they put it in theaters, didn't they?
I'm not sure if they put it in theaters or not. I have not seen it in theaters.
Okay.
I would love to see it in theaters. That would be awesome. But this movie, so if you follow the original series, like it came out in 1984, and there were 2 seasons, like before the movie. There were 2 seasons, and it was pretty predictable, tame. Just good guys versus bad guys, robots in disguise, You know, people like shooting laser beams at each other and always missing, and people falling over when they get hit with we fell over, went boom. You know, there was no consequence basically.
Oh, okay.
And so when this new movie rolled around, they were like,
Time to kill some people.
yeah, that's basically like Hasbro was like, listen, we got a clean house. We got to clean house, get some new toy products out there. Got to sell them to the kids. Got to get their parents' credit card information. Got to do this. So that's all they were thinking about at the time. But it ended up being this awesome like cult classic movie. So like I said, 2 seasons passed, everything was cool. You turn on this movie, and like I said, the other ones took place in like 84, like 1984, 1985, respectively. And then you check out this movie. The first thing you see is this giant planet that is eating another planet. And then the Transformer theme plays, and it's showing all the people that are in it. Like Orson Welles is in it, Leonard Nimoy, like all these huge names. Judd Nelson's in it.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so a bunch of big names got on board for this thing. And the first thing the narrator says is like, it's the year 2005. Like, I mean, like, it's funny now, because, 2018. But at the time, it's like, whoa, this is way in the future. And so the character that Shia LaBeouf was playing in the Transformers movies, like, he's an adult now, like, from the TV show. He's an adult. He has his own, like, wife and kid now. And they're, like, it's less... Like, there's some stuff that happens on Earth that's pretty big, but a lot of it is in space now. It's really cool. A lot of Transformers that like you've grown to love for 2 years are just like blasted away like within the first 10 minutes of the movie.
Oh
Just,
my god.
Yeah, messed up. The epic final battle between Optimus Prime and Megatron for the cartoon.
Yeah.
It's awesome. It's so cool. The soundtrack is really good. Bunch of like super like, if you think of like synth pop, yeah, like there's some of that, but then there's like, it's like the most acceptable version of like cheesy metal. Like, oh yeah, like this is like this. I can tell this is cheesy 80s metal. This is good. I like this. Like this is really good. Yeah.
Who doesn't like cheesy 80s metal?
Yeah. It's and then like the whole story, like it introduces new characters, like I said too, and it's a big coming of age story for one of the characters as well. I highly recommend it. We should watch it at some point and have you guys check it out.
Right
but
on.
We can do a reaction video.
It's really cool.
Let's see.
Oh yeah.
Well, nerds recommend Transformers.
Yeah. Excellent indeed. Yes.
Speaking of Transformers, did you guys see the new trailer for Bumblebee?
Bumblebee's cool. I didn't see I'm not sure if there's been a new one since I saw a trailer. I saw one trailer for it.
Yeah.
And I thought that it was cool because he turns into a Volkswagen Beetle again.
Yeah.
Instead of, like
The Camaro.
Yeah. And I was like, okay, cool. That's sweet.
It's
I
like
that.
a standalone Origins film kind of thing?
Kind of, yeah. And I want to say it takes place in the 80s as well.
Yeah,
And
I think so.
I saw, if you watch that trailer, like, just for a brief moment, you see who I think the main bad guy is in this movie, which is Starscream, and he has like the right colors that he's supposed to have, and I'm like, oh, I'm getting goosebumps just thinking about it. Like, I hope it's really good.
Totally.
Who's making it?
Someone other than Michael Bay, so I'm on board.
Yeah, same. Yeah.
Take that, Michael Bay.
Michael Bay.
I just don't like product placement.
It's okay.
The first one was okay, and I did see it. Like, I was really excited that there was a Transformers movie.
Yeah.
Period. So I saw the first one twice, and then once I saw the second one, I was like,
Yeah, like when you see one Michael Bay film, you've seen all the Michael Bay films.
Yeah.
That's just how it goes.
I thought Ninja Turtles, the first one, was okay. I haven't seen the second one. Probably, yeah.
Isn't there, like, in the in the first Transformers film, there was like a lot of goofy stuff, like
Oh yeah.
people drinking like Pepsi or whatever
Yeah.
and things like that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's-
Had some cool tunes in that one though. That's another. That movie had some cool
had a good
tunes.
soundtrack.
What's it feel like to be a ghost? That was in it. Pretty Handsome Awkward was in it.
Yeah.
Those are some good tunes.
all the songs we used to cover.
Yeah,
right.
yeah. We used to cover those in our band
In our band that we were in
Wow.
together,
together
all three of us,
as people.
and one other person
Yeah,
that
as,
isn't with us.
yeah, as a person. And then some other people that were also with us too.
Oh man,
There were other people.
Well,
There were some other people.
We had
Other people.
a good rotation.
A good road. If you want to call it good, that's another story.
You know what? That's funny.
Good
though.
road.
It's funny, like, you don't think, like, I don't know, when it was happening, it's like, you know, our band's solid. We don't, you know, we won't need to rotate out people in this band, you know, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And then it's just the way things happen. You're like, well, the band's got to go on. So, like, you do what you got to do, you know?
Yeah.
I just thought that was really funny. Like,
Yeah.
Totally.
and then it's like, see, we're not that different from the famous people that can't keep a drummer, you know, a bass player or whatever, you know? It's like, that's awesome.
Yeah.
If you want to call it awesome.
I don't know. I thought it was cool. Like if you look at like the history.
Not
of
at the time.
certainly not at the time. Sorry, Miguel. Certainly not at the time, but I don't know.
It lended itself to us sounding different each time, I guess.
Yeah,
I suppose.
yeah.
I suppose.
That's,
Yeah.
that's what was cool.
But still that
Yeah.
steady line of not that great.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was what it was.
Yeah.
But I must say, this has a lot, like the podcast in general, including you guys listening, has like a lot of like awesome positivity to it that I found just in like the couple months that we've been doing it so far. Like just reactions from people online,
Yeah.
like all the follows and whatever.
Yeah.
Friends, people are like retweeting our Twitter and stuff online. Like,
That's
check
awesome.
this out, you know? Yeah, so it's really cool, and it's a lot more laid back to be productive. Like, not to say it's like, oh, this is a breeze or whatever, but like it's cool that we get to document this kind of stuff for you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very nifty.
Well, it's like this
I agree.
podcast has the sort of forward-thinking and like creative aspect of the band when it was around, you know?
Yeah. It's like all the positive things that were in the band
Yeah.
Yeah.
without the negative things.
Exactly.
Yeah, for the most part, you know. Like I haven't we haven't run into anything yet, so I can't say that for sure. Who knows what'll happen?
Well, who knows? But I don't see
Be
either.
evicted.
I don't see either one of us just all of a sudden getting a wild hair up their butt about stuff.
Yeah.
And just freaking out, you know. But
Hey guys, I've got a wild hair up my butt. Just wanted you guys to know.
a nervous bug in my ear.
Yeah. I did want to talk about, like, in addition to this, in addition to Nerds Recommend and podcast stuff, I wanted to talk about what we've been up to, because we've kind of been on a little bit of a summer vacation. And I don't, well, Miguel, I'm not sure what you've been up to, but I kind of know what Cole's been up to, and I really wanted to hear about it.
Definitely.
Yeah. Thank you.
I don't mean to splash, but
Thank you. No worries.
All right. Yeah, so I guess I'll start, I suppose. My wife and I had our second kid. Her name is Nova Lenore.
Whoa.
Yeah, she's super cool. She's
Supernova.
Supernova, yeah.
That's right.
Supernova. Yeah.
That's her
Yeah.
birth name. That's on the certificate, but
Yeah.
you're just gonna call her Nova.
Supernova, interplanetary, intergalactic.
Jokes.
Yeah. The third. No. But yeah, she's cool. You know, it's been great. It's been a little bit of an adjustment, but yeah,
how-
just been doing a bunch of family stuff.
How is that now with 2 kids? Is it?
It's like, you know,
Do the dogs not even matter anymore?
they matter. It's like, it's interesting. It's like, I don't know. Like, I don't think of it as a chore, but it's almost like like when when you have like errands to do and it's like, okay, well I've got to do this one thing and I'm going to devote my time to this one thing. Food, hooray!
Food is here.
Yep. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. So like, yeah, when you devote your time to one thing, you're like, okay, I'm gonna do this, and it's okay. Now I'm done doing this, and now I'm going to go do this thing. It's almost like that. It's like, okay, I'm gonna hang out with Nova, and like this is like a bunch of fun. I love her a whole lot, you know. This is really cool. And then it's like, but now like my son Anderson, like, oh, Anderson needs attention. So I'm gonna help him out, and and it's like that's the other thing, is it's
You've got two personalities.
two personalities, but then also like two adults, where it's like let's swap for a second, like you know. So that's a thing. But all in all, it's been good. She sleeps really well. Resume time.
Thank you.
She sleeps really well.
So she's not too fussy.
Not too fussy.
That's good.
Yeah, it's been good.
You can't really count on that. It either happens or it doesn't.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, it's been good. And I heard just briefly, Cole, that you went on. Oh, thank you, Miguel. You went on a like an adventure of sorts.
Yeah.
It was. Thank you.
I'm waiting on your pancakes, dear.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I have this motorcycle and I love riding it. I love even more going on long trips. So it just made sense to to plan a trip and then go. But I will say that this one was a little like more loosely planned. I didn't the excursion that Miguel and I went on last year was a little more thought out, a little more like, we're gonna go see this on this time. It's gonna be like this.
Yeah.
This was a little more like, well, whenever I'm ready to go, I'll go. So like I stayed where I stayed a little longer, like 4 nights in Houston, 4 nights in Denver.
And just motorcycling like the entire time.
Yeah.
Dude, I love living vicariously through you. Like, for me personally, I think that thing, like, that looks really cool from the outside. I'm like, wow, that's awesome. But I don't see myself doing it.
Aw.
Like, I'm more of a guy that...
All right, honey, I gotta get you some syrup.
Thank you.
I'm more of a guy that I'm a homebody, especially now that with wife and kids and stuff.
Sure.
Of course, but like I love just like checking Instagram and saying like, oh, Cole is here. It's cool. It's almost like a little lifeline. Almost like, hey, I'm over here doing this.
Well, there would have been a lot more of that, but my Instagram just bummed out on it.
Oh no.
I was doing a lot of updating by Instagram. I don't know, I like it more and I want to see those pictures on that.
Yeah.
I tried to upload a video of me out in the Rockies, like I'm in the mountains,
Yeah.
and it wouldn't upload, and it's stopping every other video from uploading. Or anything. So yeah, it's kind of screwed. No.
That's no good. Did you save them on your phone? No? Oh, no.
No, I was bad. But I'll tell you what, you guys. The Rockies.
It's all up in your noggin.
That's right. I have the memories.
Yep.
But the Rockies are awesome. It's like, wow.
Really?
Yeah. You gotta see the mountains. I don't know what it is. It's
It's awesome.
massive land and it's huge and you can go all the way up it and then all of a sudden you don't realize you're, so many thousand feet into the air,
Right.
So cool. Now, did you, aside from your Instagram crapping out, were there any like other adversities that you ran into? No, like no weather or anything like that.
It rained while I was in Des Moines and like while I was sleeping. But it wasn't bad. Like my tent held up and everything was cool.
So you were in a tent. That's awesome.
Yeah.
See, again, vicariously, like through you.
It was cool. It wasn't my first time sleeping in a tent or anything like that, but it was, like when you're sleeping in a tent near people you don't know, there's a different element of like, I'm in a tent now, because it's like you have to trust these people to go to sleep, right? And it's not like I was I was around a bunch of criminals or something.
Yeah.
But it's just different,
I mean, you might have been.
Who knows? Yeah.
Who knows how many MP3s they illegally downloaded?
Man, yeah.
Yeah. So you brought your own tent? Okay. And it was just like a campground?
Yeah. Well, it was the Iowa State Fairgrounds.
Okay. Cool.
And this rally was like, it covered the whole thing. I could ride my bike anywhere I wanted on these grounds. Anywhere.
Wow.
It was like we had the place for the weekend, and we could go anywhere we wanted. It was awesome.
So was that the only place that you camped at?
Yeah.
The rest of the time it was like a hotel.
Yeah. And actually, I had planned on sleeping in the tent more often. But the way things worked out, like at times, like the time I was getting somewhere, like in town, the time of day, too late to like,
Good?
oh yeah, too late to like find a place to set up, a tent and all that. And,
Right.
I don't like doing that stuff in the dark.
Right.
But it was a great trip.
That's awesome. Very good.
Yeah.
Very cool.
I met this guy. Yeah. I meant to tell you this. I met this guy. His name is Miles Coleman.
Okay.
And he used to be in like a band on the regular.
Uh-huh.
That was like during the whole like Soundgarden, like Queens of the Stone Age, like that era of like the grunge metal.
Yeah.
And he was in Houston, but he was a homeless dude, like living out of his car. Oh wow! And he had like stuff on Bandcamp. He was showing it to me, and it was legit. It was like, wow, dude, this sounds amazing.
Yeah.
Produced and everything.
What instrument did he play, or was he a singer?
He was like the guy. He was like the singer, guitarist.
Okay. Yeah.
And he would do the kind of thing like, oh no, I had people that were going to play with me, supposed to be here, and one of them didn't show up. That's all right. I've got pre-recorded everything. I'll just, program that to come in at this time when it's supposed to. And like he had all that, knowledge too.
Wow.
Yeah, it was wild. It was cool meeting him. But hung out with him, a couple times while I was in Houston. It was like, oh yeah, that's my buddy.
Yeah.
It was cool, man.
That's sweet.
Yeah, so I met some cool folks too, but like his was an interesting story. But living out of your car, it's like he's doing like the starving artist kind of thing, Like, I mean, he was like sleeping in his car.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I dropped him off at I walked him back to a grocery store parking lot. He was like, all right, man, well, I'll see you tomorrow. I was like, yeah. Wow, I'm sleeping right over there.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
That's wild, man.
Do you guys want to go all together or separate?
Separate. Thank you.
Now, Miguel, what have you been up to, man?
Dude, okay. So the first week that Cole was gone, I went to this camp, and it's like it's a camp that I volunteered at for. Like I was volunteering to help underprivileged families, just like kind of live together. Trying to grow their faith in the Lord, right? So it was really cool,
Yeah.
Lots of great things happened. All the kids, like in years past that I volunteered at the same camp, like 10 years ago, I think it was. like nobody wanted to be at like anywhere. Like they just wanted to stay in their cabins all day, and you had to like physically go to their cabins to get these people to go do stuff.
Right.
Now this year, everybody was at everything. They wanted to do like all the things. Like they wanted to go archery. There was rock climbing.
Oh, that's
like
fun.
yeah, like all these activities and all these like building exercises, like team building exercises, right? So like the kids, like I had to take all the like. They were called the Hovens, right? So like teenager-esque age, right? So I had the older Hovens and the middle Hovens, I guess.
So like maybe like 14 to 8 kind of?
I'd say 12 to 23.
Oh, okay. Bigger kids.
Yeah, bigger kids. Yeah. So we all went to the rock climbing session, and those kids were like, they were legit like, like trying to help each other to like rock climb.
That's
and
cool.
Like you would notice that some of them are like getting frozen up, like getting
bet,
closer
man.
to the top, you know, and they're like, I don't know, I don't think I can do this, but they're just, everybody's like, you can do this, like, go for it. Like, all you have to do is this, like, just use your legs, you can do this. And dude, I'm telling you, like 5 or 6 of them made it to the top. And one of them made it to the top on the easy course, the medium course, and the hardest course, all 3.
Whoa.
It was the craziest thing, dude.
Yeah.
So nuts.
Yeah, like that in particular, like rock climbing.
Yeah.
That seems like one of those things where, like, it's a very niche like interest, but I think it's because a lot of people haven't done it. Like when I worked at the hospital, everyone was like, "Oh, like, dude, you gotta come rock climbing with us sometime," and I'm like, how does everyone rock climb here? Like, I've never met anyone that rock climbed before. And then I met a ton of people that rock climb.
Right.
So it's like an activity you don't necessarily associate with Michigan, maybe. It was like a popular thing.
Yeah. That's cool though. That's really cool.
Yeah.
And so you got to supervise these kids and like see them grow and
definitely.
succeed, achieve.
And not just the kids too, like I had my own family I was in charge of too, you know, and we really grew to love each other, and it was awesome. Like I felt like I was a part of their family.
That's
by the end of the week. It was really cool, yeah.
Like the podcast, but like different.
Exactly, yeah. Like the podcast, but different, yeah.
Yeah, because it wasn't us.
Exactly.
It was you, so that's a little bit.
Yeah, it's a third of it.
Yeah, it's a third of it. So it's kind of like the podcast.
Kinda.
We were there in spirit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, just like, you know, you guys didn't come on the trip with me, but you could see the videos on Instagram and go, oh, look. So, you know.
There he is.
That's the thing.
And we didn't have your baby, but, you know.
At least I don't think you did.
At least I don't think you did.
Yeah, not to my knowledge.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I just ruined that heartfelt moment. It was ruined. No.
Yeah, no, it's cool to like do stuff like that. The experience of elevation.
Yeah.
You know, of like having an experience that
Literally or figuratively?
figuratively that brings you up. You know, it kind of like brings you up and brings you out of something. It's like it adds to you. You know, like
Definitely.
that kind of thing. Like I like that.
I agree.
Very cool. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Yeah.
Well, I think we've reached the end of the episode.
Yeah. Who knows how long that was? Maybe we'll
Right.
split that into 2. I don't know. Who knows? Or
Who
maybe
knows?
just one.
Maybe just one.
Who knows?
They want to hear what we have to say.
That's true. So, all right. Thanks for listening.
Yeah.
See ya.